Hello crypto enthusiasts, and welcome to another brand new video. Man, it's been a while since I posted any video about a DeFi or a GameFi project, but I'm also on a DeFi project today, and I'm also going to be posting every video every single month, and you have to stay tuned. But first of all, what I'm going to talk about here, it's a tweet actually from Paribus, which I'm gonna bring it up. It is up here on the screen, and it talks about is the future digital. Alright, so what I'm gonna do today is run through every single blog or the blog that was written about it and explain every single thing for us to understand it more and give my insights on this article. Right, and it's gonna be a very interesting video, and don't forget to give the video a like and also subscribe, which is very important for me. It helps grow the channel very well. And without further ado, let's go into the video and see what it's all about. But first, let's look at this tweet and see what actually says. Now, Paribus says actually, many are calling the end of cryptocurrency and are propagating FUD. Now, I'm gonna talk about what FUD in the blog. All right. So, say in this article, we zoom out to the big picture and look at the perspective of experienced professional in the world of finance. That is really amazing. And now let's go into the blog and see what is really about. Okay, let's understand every single thing about the article itself, right? And you're actually gonna love this article very much. So first, it's gonna be a 4-minute read. Okay, so we're just not gonna waste too much of your time, so just stay tuned and pay attention. It's gonna be very interesting. Alright, they say now these days we can scroll through YouTube without encountering videos foretelling the end of crypto and the collapse of the global financial system. The clickbait culture that invaded traditional journalism has now spread to the citizens journalism too. But how realistic are all these dramatic claims? Actually, it's something cause for concern because a lot of things have happened now. You know, the YouTube space is it's massive. Okay, we have a lot of influencers and every single people posting about different things and talking about different things about crypto, about this part of token going up, going down, the market, bearish, bullish, and every single thing. So a lot of things is changing a lot and so much. But let's continue reading. I think there's more to come. Now, fear, uncertainty, and doubt perverts the mainstream media so much that even people with little knowledge of the technology claims it's all going to zero. If you're looking for bottom signals, this is an equivalent of everyone for morning in at the top. Now, I told you what FUD means, or this spelled out here. Actually, FUD is called fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and now this refers to a general mindset, all right, of pessimism about a particular asset or market. All right, now this is what FUD actually talks about. Now, it refers to the pessimism about a particular asset or market, as well as the manipulation of investors or customers' emotions so that they can succumb to FUD. All right, now this is how all this comes about, and now that's why it was actually said here that a lot of people are gonna drop into this because they don't even know what's going on actually. So this fear, uncertainty, and doubt is gonna creep in into the investors, into the customers, and it's gonna make them crumble or detach themselves from a lot of things, and that's not good for the market going forward into the future. Now let's continue. Now it gets a clearer idea of what the next few months holds. We spend more time this weekend speaking to some investment bankers in China and Japan, having previously discussed the markets with European experts. We were keen to get the perspective from another part of the globe, and that's really nice. Actually, that's one thing. I think China and Japan have these big economy investment companies, and that's a lot of things they tend to understand more about the market and every single thing, and tend to give a very wide view of a lot of things that's going on in the market lately. Now, starting with the bad news, the outlook of equity. And equity is something that when you get into the market, if you're trading for everything, you understand what equity means. But I'm actually gonna tell you what equity is. Now, equity, this is the ownership of assets that may have debts or other liability attached to them. Okay, that's what equity is. Okay, it's ownership of assets that have debt or other liability attached to them. The value of the shares issued Fibonacci lines, and that Fibonacci line actually for traders. Okay, if you know what Fibonacci means, you know if you're a trader. It's a now that's what equity means. Okay, so it's where were we're gonna continue. All right, now traders are expecting to sell off towards the end of December as people look to realize some losses and offset their tax burden. The decline in liquidity in the market is anticipated to continue throughout the first quarter of the year. And that's really nice. A lot of people are afraid already and trying to cut their losses and pay their taxes and every single thing, and this is detrimental to a lot of people. It's not something we want to see in the market. So while many are hopeful of a resolution to the Ukraine conflict in the earlier part of 2023, analysts are expecting the middle part of the year to be characterized by steady consolidation, and that's promising actually. So next year is probably going to be a very hopeful year for a lot of people and a lot of things, and it's going to be amazing. All right, so all need to sit tight. We're hoping that Ukraine and the Russian war comes to an end, and the economy starts stabilizing and every single thing. So it's a good anticipation for next year. Now, providing the US and the China can get along fairly well, that Russia and Ukraine reach a settlement, that China doesn't invade Taiwan, and that Kim Jong-un doesn't launch any missile at Japan, the future looks hopeful. Probably, actually, it looks hopeful. Now, if all this don't happen, it's gonna look very, very hopeful in a lot of things. Now, the high degree of uncertainty in the global balance of power is weighing heavily on the market. Now, irrespective of which Fibonacci lines your favorite token is breaking through, that indicators are flashing for the next or the first time, and what Elon Musk tweets, the overriding factors affecting the crypto market will be the same as those affecting equity. Alright, that's really important. Now, it's not to say that there won't be breakouts or black swan, it's just that those events will be overshadowed by much bigger events on the world stage, and that's really, really nice. That's really, really something that we need to look forward to. Now, the good news is that despite the current climate, investment banks are continuing to size up tech companies and Web3 projects. Now, a lot of people actually don't know what Web3 is actually. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't really understand what Web3 is, but I'm just gonna give you a brief understanding of what I think Web3 is. Now, Web3 is an ideal for a new authentication, right, of the World Wide Web. We know the web is massive, okay, it's big. All right, now which all these authentications in the World Wide Web, okay, incorporate concepts such as decentralization. All right, that's really important. Blockchain techs and token-based economy. All right, so this Web3 space, this particular space in the Web3, or this particular Web3 space, he puts it that way, so it's probably gonna be more understandable. Now it's gonna bring in the blockchain, the token, and the decentralization into its space. That's gonna help the economy a lot more. So that's what Web3 is. Okay, now we continue. Although there are many technicalities or there are many technical issues to resolve, everyone we spoke with is convinced blockchain technology is here to stay. Definitely is here to stay. I believe so too. Now, despite China having banned cryptocurrency, it's heavily investing in the development of Web3 token technology. Their central bank digital currency, that is CBDC, the ERM, has now been enrolled with nationwide and central bankers from other countries, which are watching in diligence as China's citizens happily adopt the technology. Alright, that's really, really nice, and they're actually bringing more people from outside the country to help in their Web3 development technology. That's amazing. Now, although media reports in the last talk about the recent lockdown protests in China may fail to mention that they came after the central government recently relaxed its zero COVID policy. Now, local governments are yet to follow suit. which is where the anger of the protests are directed, is clear indication that China is moving forward a policy of living with the virus to get its economy back to normal. And in my opinion, I think that is a good thing going forward, because if you keep on letting this COVID thing bring you down, it's gonna just keep on crippling the economy every single time. So it's actually good that they have found a way. They've let it. It's actually gonna be a normal right now for them to live with it while taking the vaccine and every single thing. They're gonna live with it and getting normal with the situation that happened. Alright, because it doesn't make sense keeping it and keep on bringing down your economy every single time. So I think it's a good idea. They should learn to live with it and try to understand it and move forward with their economy. It's very important. Now, in a similar way, Western media often report that all cryptocurrencies are banned in China and fail to mention the heavy investments that go in Web3 there. Now, crypto was banned predominantly because USDT posed capital flight risks to the Chinese economy. In a similar way, Christian Lagarde, the head of the European Central Bank, warned that the stablecoin posed a risk to the economic banking sector. That's an opinion, actually. I'm not really giving too much intel to that. Now, China's approach to crypto is alarming, similar to the approach taken by the Western banks, although they haven't banned it yet. Yet there are signs of de facto ban, with uncertainty around regulation and the IMF refusing to grant loans to countries unless they ban or heavily discourage the use of crypto. That is going to be a little bit problem, because a lot of countries have gone to accept that crypto is here to stay and USDT is the new digital currency, days of dollars and every single thing. So it's be hard for a country to do. I think China will have to accept this. Definitely will have to accept the crypto or the USDT into their economy, because it's not gonna make any sense to them and it's gonna reduce a lot of things for them. Now, meanwhile, the area of the Web3 attracting the most interest in China is the metaverse NFT. I think these are the two big hotspots right now in the crypto market. Alright, for anyone who believes in the future of remote working, the metaverse is an inevitable extension of a currency technology. Just a video conference are preferable to phone calls. So to fully immersive in the metaverse technology would be preferable to Zoom meetings. Yeah, I think I like that too. Okay, it's kind of like your own virtual reality. You don't have to see your face that much. You just have to do your stuff and every single thing. It's probably gonna be nice. So let's see how it goes. Now, as more daily lives moves into the digital world, there will be a need for two essential pieces of technology. Real world assets will need to be digitalized in a way that prevents them from being counterfeit for physical objects. We will need NFT, and for a transfer value we will need cryptocurrency. That's nice. That's pretty amazing. Now, it's obvious to anyone who research past and present technological development that the digital world is here to stay. Absolutely, it is here to stay. Anybody looking for where it should go do anything with his life and every single thing, it doesn't really concern me that much. But I think the digital world is here to stay and stay for the better. Now, despite the strong high headwinds and uncertainty in the markets over the short term, the mid to long term is very clear. Absolutely very clear. We need just to batter down the hatchets and get through the next few months. Alright, that has been an amazing read. That is super nice and every single thing. And if you loved this video, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think about the future and every single thing that's gonna happen lately in the future, and how you see the NFT, the metaverse, the crypto market, and every single thing. I want to see all your comments down below and see how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna end the video here, but I'm gonna drop a video about the Paribus NFT and sensitivity assets. So sensitivity assets actually. So I'm gonna drop it in my next video. So stay tuned and click subscribe and don't miss anything. Every single link to Paribus is gonna be in the description below. And that's it for me today. I'll see you all in the next video.